With Shattuckcock for Charlie line of oboe T-post, which is right there. Look, right there. Where's the oboe T-post? Right there. All right, today we're gonna talk about a couple things today. I'm gonna make a couple videos today because I need these things are in my spirit, so I want to bring them out. All right, first of all, what the question is, what base do you take to a certain gig? Say if you get hired for a gig, all right, I'm talking to beginners that's actually a little bit past beginning, all right? So you're now beginning to gig. All right, so you think about your experience with the 4, okay, that's cool. You're now into the 6, all right? So the gig takes a 4, it takes a 4, that's what it takes. Basically, that's what it takes. It takes a 4. It don't take anything past a 4 to get the gig done correctly without scaring folks. So when you say scaring folks, what do you mean? I mean, I show up on a country and western gig, all right? I show up on a country western gig or a quartet gig, and I show up with that. First of all, I have piano player, or organ player, drums, guitar player. Now I have all these things in effect. And I just got hired for the gig. I show up with this. Well, basically, some of them may know me already before I get to the gig. But then there's some in the band that don't know me. So that would put fear in their head, especially if I start out. And I'm gonna show you something. This is how you kill a gig. And I mean not particularly kill a gig, but hurt the instruments, hurt the players around you. All right, you don't hurt them. You just put them in a state of, are we going through this today? So first thing I'm gonna do is tune my bass. All right, now I'm gonna check this out. This is what's going on. Now this is my L-rig. This is a L-rig bass. This is a custom L-rig. All right. And we're gonna go through what players think basically when they hear a new player come up and do this. So first I'm tuning my bass. They already see it's a 6. Alright? This is a simple gig. And I don't mean simple as far as it's a piece of cake gig. I mean a gig that, doesn't take all the glamour. When you pull 6s and 7s and 8s and 9s out, beginners, you're pulling out glamour. And you're pulling out something that people get a little bit leery unless they've seen you, play this instrument several times before in several other bands and know that you're good with it. All right? So you pull that out, and the first thing you do is you start doing this. But you're on a country western gig and you're on a quartet gig. But you're doing all this before the gig even start. You're already doing this. And for players who don't know who you are, some players like, oh man, that's really cool. But in their mind, they're saying, oh, not this kind of guy. You're only playing this. Or okay, you're only going through those changes. So basically, you got 2 extra strings doing 2 extra nothing. 2 extra strings doing 2 extra nothing. So what's your conclusion? First of all, you don't want to scare your band that you don't particularly know. All right? You don't want to put them in an area of we got to go through this time, or what is this guy gonna do, man? Everybody's on the edge. It's like they afraid you gonna start, come out there and start doing chords and stuff with your bass, and take over the piano player when the song is a simple gig. Now the band leader looks around and looks at his band and goes, they all look on edge for something, and now you have to figure out within sound check what are they on edge. Now you could be a really cool player and take your bass and do what you're supposed to do. Okay? And get through the gig and make it a wonderful gig. Or you can start playing immediately something really crazy. And immediately everybody's on edge. Now the band leader's on edge. So you think about it again. You go, what should I have done? What should I have done? Okay, beginners. I'm gonna tell you what you should have done. Basically, as beautiful as that bass is right there, that's a custom Elric. It is absolutely beautiful. It's got the all deer preamp in it. It's got Kent Armstrong pickups in it. It's all custom paint. You know, it's just a beautiful bass. What you should have did is brought your other beautiful girl, which is a 4-string. Now this is my 4-string hobo deep-oak. All right, this is my own personal hobo. It's got an all deer preamp in it, and it's got it's got Barts in it. And no, I'm sorry, it has Arrow pickups in it. So I would have bought this, and at sound check, I'd have put everybody at ease. Very clean, 4 strings, and you know I went through a couple things, exercise and stuff. But I look at my band and they look and it's like he's got a 4, man. He's not gonna get too crazy. But if I walked on that stage with this 4 and did this. They in trouble. Because the first thing they said, dude, it doesn't take this, it ain't this kind of gig. Look, but you sound good though. Okay, so you got to make a decision of how to get this gig and how to keep people around you that you don't really know comfortable. So it's not what you know, and it's not what you show, it's what you know and don't show. If that make any sense, it's what you know and don't show. When it's your time to take that solo, you know, take the solo, but take it respectfully. You know, take that solo and take it and then get back out, go back home. You know, just look, get paid. So that was on my heart today because I know in the past I have done some crazy things. Y'all would not believe. I went to a country and western gig. I was hired for the gig. I knew I could play the gig. You know, the hardest part for me was not to overplay the gig, and I did, and sometimes I did, and you know I had people around me, and I was very, very conscious of that I'm overplaying the gig because my style makes me overplay the gig. So what I did was I listened to the drummer, and he was like, you know, can you not do this so much? Can you not do that so much? And out of respect, it's like maybe he's right. You know, maybe I shouldn't do that. But the worst mistake I've done on a country and western gig was to take a 7-string. I had a 7-string Warrior, and I took a 7-string Warrior to a 4-string gig, and it brought attention. People in the audience had no idea. You know, it was, you know, as beautiful as the bass was, that I didn't need that kind of bass on that gig. I knew that the moment I started playing. They didn't care. They wanted to hear bass notes. I kind of stayed home But yet and still, I ventured out because it's 7 strings. I could do that. So I'm saying, guys, if you're starting out in the beginning, um, respect the band leader, and how to do that is you just you bring what's necessary to the gig. A lot of people when they play gospel, they feel like they need to bring a 5, but there's a lot of cats out here playing 4s on gospel gigs and killing, just straight killing. Some people think they need to bring a 6 to a gospel gig because they feel like they need to do a lot of other things, and so I want to put that out there because it's in my heart. Now, second thing is, I know this video might be a little long, but second thing is, I'm beginning to hear a lot of bands now because they're coming out and they gave us the okay that we could play. What I'm hurting at is that I'm hearing a lot of bands, bass players. Now I gotta only talk about your bass players because what I do. I'm hearing a lot of high-end basses that's not throwing no bottom. Okay, in your mind, you're throwing bottom, but in that house, and when we hear it on the video, all we hear is this, and it's so sad because I wanted to not hear that, but all I'm hearing is this. But when it's time for you to go here, I don't hear that. I hear a lot of, and if you hear that, it's very clickish, and it's like you don't hear this. I don't hear the purity of the bass because the bass is so high-endish, and you have not learned your bass, right? You have not learned to calm all that clickage down, where it actually sounds like a real note and not out in the audience sound like it's clicking. Okay, a Fender Jazz sounds like a Fender Jazz. I don't care how you look at it, but it will get to the point of it sounds like all you. And and guys, I want you guys to sort of listen at yourself on your videos. When you tell people, oh, you got to put headphones on, you're already in trouble. Put your headphones on to hear how the bass really sounds. No. That bass should be distinct whenever that video starts playing. I should be hearing good bottom. I should be hearing even good pops. And the pops should be nice and subtle, not clickish. So beginners, all right, I know you want to get into that high-end pop stuff, but first you have to throw bass, all right? Your pops can be still there, but they have to be distinct. They have to be distinct where we can actually hear what the pop is, not just pink, all through the whole gig. It's like, if you put headphones on, you'd heard me. I'm like, I get it. I'm coming through my phone. I need to put headphones on. But even in the video through my computer with speakers on it on the side, I shouldn't be able to hear a whole lot of clicking. Every time you turn around and pop, all I hear is click. I don't hear the distinct of the note, I just hear click. All right, so beginners, listen. Learn how to adjust your basses to where that click is a note. Not a click, but a note. And once you do that, people will sit and go, wow, that bass sounds really good. The whole time that bass sounded clean, articulate. Even when he popped, I knew what the note was, not just a click. So it was on my heart today. I just want to put it out there once again. Guys, thanks for checking out my videos. Listen, we're the world is open up, so we can play music now. We just still have to be masked up. All right, that mask thing is saving lives. And another thing, when people call you for help, or if you know somebody that needs some help, one note. Be that one note. Go to them. See what they need. If you can assist them, assist them. Nobody in the world has to know that you assisted them, unless they want to say it, tell them themselves. Another thing is pray. God, guys, we need to pray hard every day. There's people living in pain every day. Some people are still living, but they're living in pain, and some people are really dying. All right, so we need it. And for those who are going through such pain, their family is going through pain too. So pray for them. Pray for them. Be on the up and up and say, hey man, not only am I praying for you, I'll pray for you now if you need me to pray for you now. I know you need help. Tell me what you need. If I don't have the resources, I can definitely pray for you. And don't say you're going to pray for me and then get off the phone and forget. God, I hate when people do that. You know, if you're going to pray for me, start praying right then. That way I know you prayed for me. I'm just saying, Shadakaka. All right, so guys, once again, thank you for checking out my videos. Please like, please share. Please keep praying for me and the Hobo Diva. Pray for my home. Pray for my queen and I and our family, as we do for you every morning, bright and early. For a lot of you even get up, and a lot of you probably be getting home. Once again, guys, thanks for checking out my videos. Shadakaka! I'm out here. Peace. Look, I did like ice.